Fresh lemons are great in sweet and savory dishes, so today I'm going to talk about lemons, how to pick them, and how to use them. I'm Susan Bowerman, registered dietitian, and I love using fresh lemons because they're so versatile. You can use them in sweet dishes, you can use them in savory dishes, you can use the juice, you can use the zest. When you go to the market and you're looking for your lemons, there's two things you want to do. One is you want to pick it up and make sure that your lemon feels heavy for its size. That's a good indication that it's going to have quite a bit of juice inside. The other thing is look at the peel. It should be smooth, it shouldn't be wrinkled. Smoother skin usually means there's going to be more juice in your lemon as well. Once you get your lemon home, go ahead and leave it out on the counter. It'll stay fresh for about a week. If it's going to be longer than that, then go ahead and store it in the refrigerator. Lemons are interesting because the juice has the vitamin C, which acts as an antioxidant, and the peel has lemon oil in it, which gives it a very, very intense flavor. And that's the reason sometimes your recipes will call for both. So, how can you get the peel off of your lemon? There are a number of different ways to do this. Sometimes I just use a box grater, because my grater here has very small holes, and I can just take this lemon and I can just rub it against the holes of my grater, and you can just grate your lemon right on top of your vegetables. You can put it into a fruit salad, into a green salad, you can put it on top of fish or chicken, you can grate it into a protein shake. There's all kinds of things you can do. So the grater works well. If you want to get a little more fancy, you can buy something called a zester. It's a great tool, and if you look at it very carefully, you'll see that it's got little holes in it. Those are little cutters. And when you use a zester on a lemon, you just draw it across the surface of the lemon like this. And you can see I'm going to get these perfect little curls of lemon peel. So that's kind of fancy. But these are nice because if you're going to add these, let's say, to a drink, or you might want to use it more as a garnish, that's a really pretty way, and it's an easy way to just get perfect curls. Now, if you don't have one of those, the other thing that you can do is you can just take a regular vegetable peeler, and you can just take it and you can peel large slices like that, just like you'd peel anything else. Now that's a pretty big piece. But then what you can do then simply just take your knife and you can cut it into strips. So you can use that for garnish. It's a lot of work, but if you don't use that much lemon peel very frequently, that's probably an easy thing to do. Okay, so now we've peeled our lemon. Let's suppose our recipe is also going to call for juice. First thing is that when you want to get the most juice out of your lemon, there's a couple things you can do. One is you can put it in the microwave for about 10 or 15 seconds. It just softens the lemon a little bit, it softens the cells inside. The other thing, the easy thing to do, is just take the lemon and take your hands and just roll it around like this on the cutting board. What I'm doing is I'm just, again, breaking some of the cells inside to release the juice. You probably don't want to do what my grandmother used to do, which was to put it on the floor and roll it around with her foot, but that works pretty well too. All right, so now I've rolled my lemon, I've softened my lemon. All I'm going to do now, of course, is cut it in half. Now there are a couple of different ways to get juice out of the lemon. If you're feeling strong, you can just take the lemon half in your hand and you can just squeeze it really hard. Hold your other hand underneath to catch some of the seeds. That's a really easy way to do it. If you feel like you need more instrumentation, if you want to find some other ways to do it, there are special lemon juicers that where you take the lemon and you put it over the juicer and you rub it like that and get the juice out. My preference is to use this instrument. I just find for me it works well. I hold the lemon in one hand and I hold the juicer in the other hand. And what I do is I put a strainer, again, to catch the seeds. And you just put this in here. And what I like about this is that I can really push hard and I can get all of this juice and some of the pulp out. You can see I've cleaned it out pretty well. And then once you've got the juice, again, there's so many uses for it. It's great in marinades because the acid in the lemon juice will help to tenderize meat and poultry. So that's one good use for it. It's also wonderful in salad dressing. So instead of using vinegar in your dressing, you can use lemon instead. There's another trick you might want to try. It's to put lemon juice in rice when you're cooking. It keeps the grains from sticking together, so that works really well. And the other thing is that because, again, it has the vitamin C, you can put it on top of things like fruit salads to prevent them from browning. This is why people put it into avocado for guacamole. And I like to also put lemon juice in beverages, so I like to put it in my protein shakes, I like to put it in my tea, I like to add it to my water, my mineral water, just to get a nice fresh shot of lemon. The last thing that's great is if you add it to things like soups or stews or curry at the last minute, it just adds this little bright burst of flavor at the very end. It really makes a big difference in your finished dish. So I hope I've inspired you to try using some lemon in other ways that you haven't before. If you don't have fresh lemon juice available, go ahead and buy the lemon juice that's already squeezed. It's just such a nice ingredient no matter how you get it.